I'm going to start this video off with some warnings from ADOT, Arizona Department of Transportation. Now, a couple of months ago, they started a painting project from the Painted Desert. They've apparently finished that, and the paint's pretty much dry, so the Painted Desert's pretty much safe to visit because that paint is all dry. Next thing I'm going to cover is a warning that ADOT has. Well, they advise that it's okay to hug most trees in the state, but they don't advise anybody attempting to hug a saguaro cactus, a cholla cactus. They don't advise you to hug a rattlesnake, a Gila monster. I'll get to Gila monster in a second here, or coyotes. Now, none of those critters like to be hugged. Now, Gila monster, they are poisonous. They are protected by state law, and if one is, if you can prove one is threatening you can get serious trouble for harming a Gila monster. Like I say, they are poisonous. People have been killed by them, but they're a large poisonous lizard. If you're curious, go on to Wikipedia, Gilla, Gila monster, and that they're also known as a bearded lizard. It's a larger lizard. They're fairly colorful, like orange and black and gray or something like that. You can get a picture of one off of Wikipedia. Like I said, Gilla. Now, I've seen them in cages. I've seen them in zoos, but I've known people that, like I said, it's illegal to keep them as pets. There's several native pets that are illegal to keep, but people do anyway. To me, they're, a bunny rabbit or cat or dog is a pet, but not a Gila monster. They're God's critters, but they're not, to me, they're not pets. Now, next thing I'm going to cover something. No, if somebody wants to hug something, you can hug me. I mean, if you want to, I may or may not get anything out of it, depending upon who's hugging me. Now, next thing I'm going to cover, now it's something Victoria Rose had touched upon in her yoga classes she's going to take in Costa Rica or somewhere in Central America. You're going to take some yoga classes. Now, there's something I'm going to term repressed trauma meditation. That's kind of a loose term for it's a series of different types of meditations that if you want to get in and open up any repressed stuff, there's different breathing exercises, different forms of yoga, different forms of meditation you can use to open up and release trap meditation. Now, I've been doing this for many years. I've tried a number of different methods, and I'm sure Victoria Rose, that's in essence what she's trying to do, trying to get in there and open up or repress stuff. Whether you believe it's from earlier current life or past lives, but whatever you believe the source is, that's the objective of these. If it's meditation, is to go down and open this up. Now, if you're doing it with a teacher, if you're doing it with a guide, a yogi or whatever, that's one thing. Someone that's familiar with the process and knows what problems you might incur, once you start getting into that, because it can be very intense. Take it for somebody that's gone through there. I've been doing this for many years, and I'm familiar with it. If you remember that video, well, I'll cover that video I did around Christmas time where I was kind of vague on a few things. But anyway, if you're doing it by yourself and don't know what to expect, I would advise against doing something like that. I would advise having somebody with you to, in case you do find some rough spots, in case you do find some very intense emotions, and let them know what you're doing. Let them know that you would like their help if you do get into a bad spot. Just putting it out there. Okay. Das Leben ist nicht einfach. Das Leben ist ein Abenteuer, and c'est la vie. Bye.